What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome to my guide for Crisis Core Reunion. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to completely max out your vitality stat, and this is going to be especially important if you want to do the later missions. Luckily enough, it's not actually that difficult. So first of all, what you're going to need is your materia that you want the stats on. You can do this either with one piece of materia or with two. If you choose to use only one piece of materia, then you are going to need something like the Zadric equipped as well, as that will give you an extra 100 for attack, vitality, magic and spirit. The extra 100 will come from the cap on a materia. Each materia can have up to 100 stats, and the final 55 points will simply come from Zach with his innate levels. So, how exactly do we create a perfect materia for vitality? Well, first of all, you are going to use materia fusion. You can technically do this from as early as chapter 3 by using darkness materia. However, I do strongly suggest waiting until the very start of chapter 4 and using items instead. Also, you are going to need the very high-end missions from the mission set 9 in order to farm these items. So, for me, I'm going to use my Curiga materia. And the second materia doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't mess up the materia you actually want to use. I'm going to combine it with a status sword materia simply due to the fact it comes innately with +5, so we can get a pretty nice boost straight off the bat. It doesn't matter that these are spirit right now because we are going to be using an item called adamantite, and whenever we use this in the synthesis, that will automatically change the stat over to the one we want to boost. And then for every adamantite we add into the fusion, our vitality will go up by 1. However, as you might have noticed, the SP cost is going up a lot as well. Now don't worry, I will show you exactly where to farm these adamantites from shortly. So right there, we have 95 adamantites. That is going to push my vitality all the way up to 100. But as you can see, the SP cost is over 1 million. So you are going to need quite a lot of SP for this. If you want to know how to farm SP very fast and efficiently, then check down below in the description. I do have a playlist for Crisis Core Reunion, and I have guides in there detailing this exact method, both an early farm and a late game farm for SP. So we're going to go ahead and select the adamantite, and we are going to fuse. And once that is done, I have my Curiga now with 100 vitality. And if we look in my stats, obviously I don't have the Curiga equipped there, but here, however, I do. So right there, as you can see, I'm now at 255 attack, vitality, and magic. However, how do we actually farm the adamantites? So there are actually 2 stages that you can do this on, and you are going to need a couple of items as well to speed the process up. Firstly, depending on which stage you choose to do, there is a really fast farm for specifically only adamantite, and the other farm is still very fast for adamantite. However, you also earn a large amount of SP as well. So what I would suggest doing is have Mug. However, if you are doing the fast method, you do not need this. And then you want something to rapidly kill machines. For that, I strongly suggest using Dual Cast and Electrocute with a high magic stat. And then for equipment, all you really need is the Mog's Amulet to make all items dropped and stolen rare items. This is going to be important. And then the Jeweled Ring, because this doubles all enemy drops. And in both farms, the dropped items are going to be the ones that we are aiming for. The only reason we need Mug is for the SP portion of one of the stages. You do not need the item Brigand's Glove, which increases your steal chance. That is rather pointless. I'm going to be using a Genji Glove. However, you are more than welcome to replace that with a Brutal if you do not have any of the Genji equipment. This is just to remove the damage cap. Now, with that, let's go and look at both of these stages, shall we? So we are going to go to mission number 9, Great Cavern of Wonders, and then we are going to do 941. Now this stage is specifically for very, very fast adamantite farming. It offers no real benefit for SP at all, and all we're going to do is we're basically going to run through to the end of the stage. Now I do suggest just running through, avoiding any random encounters that you can. So just hug the wall and make sure you stare at the wall as well, as then that way the random encounters will not spawn. Once you get to this section right here where I am right now, we're simply going to run back and forth along these two areas. The enemy that we want to fight... Okay, well I got insta-death because I hit the wrong button. That's my bad. The enemy that we want to fight actually spawned that time. It is the Crazy Saw. Every time we kill the Crazy Sword, we get an adamantite. However, because we have the dual equipped, we will get 2 every single time. And then all we have to do is run back and forth between these 2 locations. Unfortunately, this one did not spawn for me for some reason. There we go. And I didn't get a Crazy Sword. So that was quite unlucky, but it's not the end of the world. All we have to do is run back here and we'll get another fight. And there we go, another Crazy Sword, so that's another 2 adamantites. And because I'm using dual cast with Electrocute, 1 cast is all we need. So all you have to do is keep running back and forth between the 2. Again, watch out for the death. It sometimes happens, it sometimes doesn't. You know, it's luck of the draw, basically. So that is specifically for the very, very fast adamantite farming. Just keep fighting the Crazy Swords. If you, however, want to farm SP at the same time, which is my preferred method, because again, you are going to be burning through a huge amount of SP, you once again want to go to mission 9, and then this time it is going to be 934, Genesis super weapon. And what we're going to be doing in this stage is we're not going to be fighting anything, we are just going to run straight through to the boss. The main reason for this being, the boss will normally drop 2 adamantites on kill. However, because we have the duel, which doubles dropped items, that will be 4 drops per kill. So every time we do this stage, we will get 4 adamantites. Yes, it is slower than the previous stage. That is perfectly fine because we are going to more than make up for that in all of the extra SP. So once the fight starts, we are simply going to mug the Scarlet Pick. We didn't steal that time, unfortunately. Didn't steal that time either. I'm getting really unlucky here, so we'll try again. Nope, couldn't steal. As I say, you can use the Brigand's Glove if you really want to. It's not really needed. I never normally have this bad of an RNG when it comes to the stealing. And of course I died because not paying attention. So let's try this again, shall we? So, mug. And there we go, we got the 2 SP barriers. So the only reason we want those SP barriers is simply to sell them off, basically. We are simply going to convert them into SP, and then that way we can use that to further increase our stats, basically. Each SP barrier, well, I'll show you actually right now in fusion cost. Each SP barrier we get turns out into, I want to say it's around 15,000 SP, but I will double check that right now. And there he says, so SP barrier is 15,000 indeed. So every time we steal, that's an extra 30,000 SP. So do that, 20 times as needed. That's 600,000 SP. So you would get an extra 600,000 SP, near enough 800,000 SP by time you actually finish off farming your adamantite. Highly, highly recommended. But again, if you have enough SP and you are only after the adamantites, then do stage 941. However, guys, that is going to be it for this guide. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I also hope it has helped. If it has, then please be sure to smash that like button and drop a comment down below, letting me know the first thing you are going to fight when it can't even hurt you. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more content. I have tons of guides coming for Crisis Core Reunion, and hopefully you won't miss them. As always, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.